In this video, we will analyze a macro we had recorded previously, so macro that's format cells, and we add that we should add horizontal borders also to our macro. So let's press Alt F11 to go to VBA editor, and we want to go to modules in our file, module 1, and we'll have here our macro. We don't need comments, so we delete them. We don't need those comments, but in most cases we want to add some comments. So for example, I can even here write number formatting, just simple things to add. So it's important to remember steps we take when we have been recording our macro. So first step was adding conditional format, number formatting. Currency, I add currency, but I choose to leave Polish regional settings, and I see in worksheet that I have Polish zloty, but in VBA we have dollars. And as I said in some videos previously, VBA is an American, so it always be speaking in English, and we will always see dollars USA regional settings here. So English words, English function names, and even number formatting. But because of my regional settings, the thing that is written in VBA, if it have corresponding settings in my regional settings, so from English to Polish we have corresponding number formatting, so I have my Polish zloty. But not always this work, but sometimes it's work, so we have to remember about this. Okay, then we change alignment, horizontal alignment, and we have this block now. This is with block, with selection to be precise, and this block means that each line to the end with should start with this phrase here. So it should be selection dot horizontal alignment, selection vertical alignment, but to not repeat it in each line, we can use with selection block to shorten our VBA code. And macro recorder, it's not perfect tool, because in many cases we have some additional unnecessary code. For example, when we change horizontal alignment, we also see vertical alignment, wrap text information, orientation, and so on. We don't really need them because we don't want to change the default options on cells we change, so we can delete those lines and just leave here. We could even delete with blocked and just leave selection horizontal alignment, but let's leave it here. And then we go to selection font. So this time our font with block is even larger. It's have two steps, so it's selection dot font, and we now have shorter code because thanks to with block. And we change font style to bold and size to 8, and other options aren't necessary, so we can delete to make our code simpler. But all these steps, all this line, you with practice will know what you can modify, what you can delete, just read. If English is your first language, it will be much simpler. And we have also font, name, and we can leave it here. Then next are borders, and it's really long code, many lines. We don't really need all of them, but we don't know about this for now. But let's read and understand what Excel did. So first of all, we'll start with selection, borders. It's a diagonal down and diagonal up. None. We don't have any borders that are on the crossroad. So make it different colors. So we don't have those lines. Yes, we don't have those lines. And then we have edge, left, and our style, then top, bottom, and right. We also have vertical and horizontal. And I spoke about this. We want to add horizontal line. So what we can do, because here we can see horizontal, inside horizontal is none, but we want some. So let's copy, for example, the last block here and put it, and instead of XL edge right, let's copy this one inside horizontal. So Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and we should remember to comment this line or delete it, because if we go with Excel with VBA code, first we will add some borders inside horizontal, and then we'll remove them, XL none. So we should comment it or delete this line. We have to remember about line orders. Okay, and the last part was interior, selection interior. So it's just font color, cell color, and it's theme color, the theme number I choose, and we have some additional information, and let's leave it because we don't really understand everything about those lines. But let's make Ctrl S, and now we change our horizontal borders. Let's check if it's working, but we won't check it with, okay, so let's first off check it with button. Yes, it's working. And now let's change it, let's check it with step-by-step operation. So in our VBA code, we can go to debug menu, and here we can go step into F8. So we are pressing F8 instead each time going here in menu. So let's show our cells, and then F9 and F9 means go to the next line. So first of all, we add number format. Yes, I have my Polish zloty, and here still are dollars. Then we went with horizontal alignment, 1, 2, and yes, we have now horizontal alignment. For numbers it's not seen because we have too big numbers, but we can go down the line. So F8 again and again and again, and now still font style bold. Yes. Now size 9. Yes. And width. And now many lines with borders, so I will be pressing F8 many times to go faster, and we won't see all of the changes before we change selection. So go F8, and now the horizontal should be seen because they are in the middle of our selection in our range. So XL dash, yes, color, thin, weight, and width, and borders XL none, We also could delete this line, it's not necessary, but let's go for this. And the last one was interior color, and we can see our macro ends. Now, step by step, if we know what steps we took in Excel worksheet when we have been recording macro, the code should be much simple to understand it.